ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. Now, I like how Keyshawn Davis is motivated by preparing for his upcoming fight in his hometown in the state of Virginia. I like how motivated Keyshawn Davis is. I like the fact that Top Rank is pushing Keyshawn Davis into the limelight by giving him the exposure on Shakur Stevenson's card and throwing Abdullah Mason in there to mix it up and allowing Keyshawn Davis's brothers to also gain some notoriety and exposure. I like that. And it's a homecoming fight. I like that. And it's on a nationally syndicated global platform like ESPN. I like that. I like that. I wanted to say that I like that. Because promoters don't get enough credit when they do a lot of good things that help fighters. And mainly it's because most content creators, journalists, broadcasters, media members, they don't know about the business of boxing. So I get it. But I am acknowledging it now. I like that. But enough with the hugs, handshakes, and Valentine's Day cards. Keyshawn Davis needs to relax. Yeah, just fall back and chill. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. It's a couple of reasons why. Number one, Keyshawn Davis should not be asked by anybody interviewing him. I don't care if they're a content creator. I don't care if they're a journalist. I don't care if they're a reporter. I don't care if they're a member of the media, etc. Nobody should be asking Keyshawn Davis about fighting someone else when they know and we know he has a fight coming up. I mean, that really boggles my mind when I see it and I hear it. Asking current fighters who's in training to fight somebody else, and they asking them about other fighters in the division. Let Keyshawn Davis go in the ring and compete first. Then if he wins, then we can ask him questions about future opponents. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm saying Keyshawn needs to just fall back and relax. Chill out for a minute. Because he's calling out Tank Davis. He hasn't even fought this upcoming fight yet. So fight this fight first. Because this is not a guaranteed win. It's not a guaranteed win. It's supposed to be, but it's not a guaranteed win. And I'm saying it's supposed to be because we know Keyshawn Davis is the ace side in this fight. And also, which segues into my next point of why he should fall back and chill and relax from calling out Tank Davis, is because this is Keyshawn Davis's first fight in this magnitude in his hometown. So we don't know what the numbers are going to look like as far as live gate is concerned and etc. In other words, is we don't know yet how profitable this fight can be to the promoter based on the numbers, based on the revenue generated and or lost by this promotion. We don't know that. So calling out Tank Davis right now, when we don't know if Keyshawn Davis can sell 4,000 tickets on his own, is premature and inappropriate. Okay? And here's the thing now. We got to remember this. I taught y'all this. Some of you that watch this channel regularly and is a part of the Roll to Tape family, I taught y'all about the process of matchmaking and how important it is to a promotion. Remember that? And Brad Goodman has his hands all over this card. Okay? Hall of Famer matchmaker now. Somebody I highly respect in the business, Brad Goodman. And I mentioned his name several times on this platform. But what I'm saying is, if you look at Keyshawn Davis's record, his opponents have 34 combined losses. If that's not good matchmaking, I don't know what is. That's good business for a young man who's in his mid-20s that have a total of 12 professional fights. That's good business. And with that type of record, you're not ready yet, Keyshawn. Keyshawn's not ready yet to get in a ring with someone who's as experienced as Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's not a knock on Keyshawn. His inexperience shouldn't be a topic of contention, or it shouldn't be a method of criticism. It's just the reality of how the landscape of boxing works business-wise. Okay, Keyshawn? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so just relax, fall back, and chill. We don't know how much revenue Keyshawn Davis is able to generate right now in his career to make an appeal to the representation of a Tank Davis, to even entertain the thought of fighting Keyshawn Davis. Because nobody in the business of boxing want to get in business to lose money. And in any business for that matter. So if we don't know what Keyshawn Davis can do as far as generating revenue, how can we ascertain whether or not he's marketable or profitable enough to get in the ring against Tank Davis? So it's premature and inappropriate for Keyshawn to call out Tank Davis. I just gave you 2 reasons, and I'm going to give you a 3rd reason. And the 3rd reason is there's other people in the 135-pound division that Keyshawn Davis can actually fight to gain that experience, to gain that notoriety, to go up to the next level in his career way before he fights somebody on the grand scale of a Gervonta Tank Davis. And Keyshawn calls himself the businessman. And I like that name. I'm a businessman myself. But Keyshawn, you can't call yourself the businessman and then turn around in the same breath and say, I'd fight anybody in the division except for Shakur Stevenson. Brother, that's not good business. If you can generate the most money that you've ever seen or made in your career and in your life, and the opportunity presents itself for you to fight Shakur Stevenson, you mean to tell me, as a businessman, you going to say, oh, that's my bro, I'm not fighting him. No, I'm going to turn the fight down. You going to turn down a fight, a lucrative fight with a Shakur Stevenson? Because of what? Now, check this out now. I know some people might be thinking to themselves, come on, Manager Marty. You know him and Shakur Stevenson are bros. That's all they are? Just bros? Okay. I see a lot of I've been in boxing for a while. I see a lot of bros fighting. They not real biological brothers, are they? Oh, okay, then all right. I saw a lot of bros sparring in the ring. I saw a lot of bros fighting in the professional rankings. I've even judged a lot of fights in the amateur boxing program here in America, all across the country, where bros are competing for that trophy. in that world, in that amateur belt for the fight of the night, etc. Yeah, I see a lot of bros fighting all the time. But Keyshawn Davis, you're a businessman. And the last time I checked, and I don't know the man's family tree. I know his other two brothers, but and they had his uncle up there in the gym. But I don't know if him and Shakur Stevenson are brothers or not, as far as biological. I don't think they are. But if they just friends and homies and just bros, oh no, you can fight Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. That's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with fighting Shakur. Bros or no bros. You're the businessman, right? Okay. Yeah, you can rumble Shakur. I actually think he should rumble Shakur Stevenson or Andy Cruz or any of those guys in the division way before he gets the opportunity to fight a Tank Davis. I believe other fighters are more deserving of fighting Tank Davis, who's ahead of the line in front of Keyshawn. But I'm just looking at it from the business aspect. As a businessman, we can't pick and choose who we gonna fight and who we not gonna fight when it's good business, and then call ourselves businessmen. That's all I'm saying. You're the businessman, you'll fight anybody in the division, except for your blood biological brothers. That's not good business at all. Nothing cool about that. You spar your brothers, light sparring that is, but in a professional fight, that's not marketable, nor is it profitable for the Davis brothers to get in that ring and fight each other in real life. No, I don't recommend that. But if somebody just your friend, your homie, y'all just bros, oh yeah, y'all can get in the ring. It's no different when Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather got in the ring. They were bros, but they had to do good business because it is their profession. Hey, Sugar Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather, they were bros at one point in time, but they had to get in the ring and they had to take care of business. And it's no different. And the list goes on and on. I can name so many different other fighters who were friends and then they got in the ring. I can do that. But the point I'm making is Keyshawn has to prove himself first that he's going to win. That's number one. Can't overlook your opponent now and lose focus, calling out other opponents when you didn't even compete yet for this upcoming fight. Stay focused. Number two, the level of opposition that he's faced. I just told y'all, got the best matchmaker in the business, Brad Goodman over there at Top Rank. His opponents have a combined record of 34 losses. That's good. But he needs more experience to jump to those other levels before he fights Tank Davis. And number three, can't pick and choose when you're a good businessman who you going to fight and who you're not going to fight within the same division, because money could be offered to you that can change your life and change your family's life. And it's just boxing, your profession, and it's not your blood relative. Oh yeah, y'all got to cash him out. That's all I'm saying. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.